Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Sebastian and Audra and Cameron and Jeanette and Tala. You together represent the broad experience and effort that students have contributed to make GSE 2011 very special for each other and for the adults who had the great privilege of working with you this summer. I want to share a few thoughts about the summer from my perspective as well. And I told you on opening day that we had the opportunity to move beyond the ordinary and create something truly exceptional this summer. I hope you feel as I do that we did accomplish that. What do you say? When I think about the Silema and the graphic novel writing and the choral and instrumental music concerts and the poetry readings and the dance and theater performances and the art exhibits and the culminating presentations by the math and social science and French and English students, when I think about all of that, I know that you have been stretched to think in new ways and to create new connections in your Area 1 classes. I know that you have been similarly challenged in Area 2 and 3, classes to consider alternative perspectives, and I hope that the challenge was one that you embraced in the spirit of joint exploration. I can tell you that your instructors have been impressed by your seriousness of purpose and your willingness to engage, as well as your sense of fun that's so much in evidence right now. Beyond the classroom, you have impressed us with your curiosity and your interest in the wide range of electives offered this summer by instructors and TACs, by your participation, oh, and also by Steve. Where's Steve? Yeah. Your participation in those organized and pickup games and your eclectic mix of hobbies and interests and pastimes. I myself will take from the summer fond memories of your excellent attention and questions for our theater students on Thursday night. That was really impressive. The angelic voices of our chorus on our field trip to the Department of Public Instruction, which I was happy to attend with them, and by the phenomenal enthusiasm that you all showed on our Day of Thanks and Service on July the 9th. As we wind up this summer experience, I wonder what you all think was our intention, what GS intends to do with its students. In some ways, I think our intention is complex. We want to introduce students to a world full of diversity and complexity, and the only way to do that is with real effort to grasp the various disciplinary subtleties. Those of you who crafted artistic works or researched the numerous projects in all the areas know that it required hours and hours of work, and serious work, to do it well. In other ways, though, I think our intention is pretty simple. It's to give you space to explore whatever you will in ways that are meaningful. In many ways, our regular schools get in the way of that simple objective. We hope that we've given you the right kind of space this summer to go where you could and would under your own steam. Students, take the Governor's School lessons back with you to your schools and communities, but remember that we are all still learning. If you have gained anything this summer, it is mostly just tools for more learning. If you leave here thinking somehow that you know it all, then we have failed. We've failed. If you leave here eager to explore and with a strengthened commitment to improve both yourself and the world around you, then we could not ask for more. If this describes your experience and your attitude as you leave here, thank you for taking off the cool. I cannot finish without thanking once again the Meredith community, including our Meredith liaison and all-around guru, Bill Brown. You guys know Bill? As well as Bill's tech staff, including Jim Frick and Brian Hunt and Alan Meredith. They did tremendous work for us this summer. Cannot say enough about the fabulous staff of GSE 2011. It is an honor to work with people that I admire and I respect. Thank you. Many of you students have already asked how you can repay Governor's School for this summer's experience, and we can certainly use your support. I urge you to write your state legislators, especially, and the Department of Public Instruction, and tell them what the Governor's School has meant for you. If you write, it'd be nice if you could share a copy with me just so I could know what it is where you're doing well and maybe what could be improved. But please do write. After this ceremony, students would normally have the chance to obtain a lifetime membership in the North Carolina Governor School Alumni Association for a $20 fee. But this year we instead are encouraging everyone to make a contribution to the North Carolina Governor School Foundation. Any contribution over $20 will get you into a lifetime membership anyway for the Alumni Association. Both the Alumni Association and the Foundation are managed by volunteers, and all of the money that they collect goes directly back into Governor School. In a year when all the funding from the state has been eliminated, the urgency of the request that you support the foundation could not be greater. We at Governor School hope very much to see the program's funding both restored and even increased. The return on this investment is, as you all well know, tremendous. In the best of all worlds, any level of tuition for Governor School would be lifted in order not to discourage any worthy student from both applying and then attending. In the survey that you took this past week, over half of you, about 55%, said that you would find it impossible, that your families would find it impossible to pay more than the tuition that was required this year of $500 per student. Undoubtedly, there were some worthy students who never applied to Governor School for this summer because of the tuition requirement. Given that fact, I urge you to do two things. One, please go back to your schools and encourage everyone that you think would benefit from Governor School to apply, regardless of the tuition. Because there may be, and I think there will be, ways that others in your community can step forward and help support those students if they are accepted. I know that there are a few students here this summer for whom those kinds of benefits were extended, and I think with your help we can make sure that Governor School stays available to all students. Secondly, please do everything that you can to support the Governor School Foundation to help it raise enough money so that we can get rid of the tuition requirement altogether for next summer and beyond. And here I want to insert a bit of good news. You know that there was a deadline of August 1st for the Governor School Foundation to raise at least $100,000 for Governor School to be a possibility for next summer. I can report that given the outstanding support of our alums online, the Governor School Foundation has met its first fundraising goal a week early. We've raised over $100,000. There is a long way to go, but this is good news. What it shows is that the alumni are fully behind the program, and I firmly believe that we will have Governor School in 2012. We have a long way to go, but I think we're going to make it because we have the right kind of enthusiasm, we have the right kind of support, not just in this room, but in a similar room over at Salem College, obviously, and among alums for the last 49 years. Okay? We will make it. When we have asked you to do a lot of questions this summer. We've asked many questions, and we've provoked you to think hard. Where are you? What do you believe? What do you value? How do we write and rewrite our stories? Sometimes the ability to pose the question is more profound than the answers. And sometimes, even when we know the answer, it's hard to put into words. So when words fail us, when the words fail to do justice to all that we feel, perhaps we should give the last word to a song. So I want to invite Nicole Barone and Ingrid Telezen up here to share one with us.